Good morning, everyone. Republic Jim here. Today, I'm going to talk about functional exercise and what I think is the most effective functional exercise. But this is with a bit of a twist. I'm not looking at it in terms of what's best for overall athleticism or for hypertrophy or any of the traditional things that people talk about with functional exercise. And rest assured, nothing I say is going to involve the stupid BOSU ball. What I want to talk about is functional exercise in relation to preparedness. Now, first of all, at its simplest, most basic level, the best functional exercise for preparedness is walking. Might offend some of the hardcore fitness people, but honestly, I realize there's a few people that, for whatever medical reason, are unable to walk, but in general, the vast majority of the population can walk. But unfortunately, most people do far less than they really should. They're always parking as close to a building as they can and doing anything they can to avoid getting out and walking. You can ideally go outside and walk on uneven ground and hilly terrain and what have you. But if the weather or other conditions don't allow that, you can walk on a treadmill indoors. If you're in the city, you can go to a mall and walk inside that. You can walk on a track, whatever. There's all sorts of options. But the reality is, there's a lot of potential emergency or disaster scenarios where your main mode of transportation is going to be on foot. And for those who avoid walking at all costs, they'll find out pretty quickly that they get tired and sore and really are not going to be able to go too far, especially if the terrain isn't very favorable. So, just making a regular habit of walking, there's all sorts of other health benefits too. Of course, cardiovascular and all those things. But just getting out and walking on a consistent basis is beneficial. And then to ramp it up a bit, you can go on steeper terrain, you can go faster. There's assorted things you can do to increase the difficulty, and like if you happen to be at the beach and there's a strong quake, you would be really thankful if you have the ability to walk quickly uphill for an extended period of time. There's things like that where just having the energy and the endurance to do strenuous walking can really make a difference. Then beyond that, I wanted to touch on more of what I consider really the ultimate functional exercise for preparedness, which is just sort of an extension of the whole walking concept. And that's any variation of a loaded carry or a drag or a push. Basically, there's so many variations of it, but what it all boils down to is just moving a heavy object from one point to another. The most basic on that would be like a farmer's carry, where you're picking up weights in both hands, whether it's buckets filled with something or whether you have farmers carry handles or trap bar with weights on it or whatever. There's a lot of variations that can be done, but you can load that one up pretty heavy. And you can either do really heavy for short distances or go lighter and try for endurance. But it really works the entire body. You have to stabilize the weight as you walk, and it's amazing how much the weight wants to shift you around as you're walking. You have to force yourself to stay upright and keep everything balanced. It works the grip and the core stabilizers, the legs, the traps, shoulders. It's just an amazing all-around exercise. And of course, as far as preparedness, another really simple option is just a backpack. That's about as functional as you can get for preparedness, because there's a lot of scenarios where you might need to put on a bug out bag or what have you with a decent amount of weight and be able to walk with it for an extended period of time. And I know there's probably a lot of keyboard warriors out there that have a bug out bag sitting in the corner that's loaded up with 50 pounds of gear with everything they might possibly want to survive for 3 days, but they've never actually tried putting it on and walking up a hill. It's something where if you actually put on a backpack and walk with it, and you've never done it before, you'll find out quickly that it's not quite as easy as you would think. But if you do it on a consistent basis, it's great for your conditioning, your strength, and of course with the backpack you can load it up heavier as you progress, and so you can get stronger and just take on challenges with that. And it gives you a chance to get out in the woods and do trails and things and just have a really enjoyable time while you're getting good exercise. And then some of the other variations real quickly you can do include like bear hugging odd objects like rocks or sandbags or barrels or kegs or whatever. Just bear hug it to your chest and walk with it as far as you can. That can be really challenging just because it compresses the chest, makes it hard to breathe, but it's a very functional movement in that you may need in an emergency to pick something up and carry it. And so just developing that strength to do it is definitely a good practice. And there's other variations that a lot of people don't even consider, such as loading a bunch of weight in a wheelbarrow and pushing that around, pushing a vehicle. It's a handy skill to have too if your car happens to break down. You can pick up a log, put it on a shoulder, walk with it. There's just no end to the variations. But I've been doing a solid month of nothing but loaded carries, pushes and pulls and such. I haven't been doing any stationary lifting. Everything I do involves moving heavy objects from one point to another. It's been enjoyable, a lot of variety, and like I say, I just see so much potential for true functionality in preparing. I know that if there's an emergency and I need to pick something up and move quickly and go for any kind of distance, I can do it. It's making me stronger all the time and improving my conditioning. I highly recommend it to anybody that's considering fitness for preparedness. So that's my thoughts on the matter. It's Republic Jim. I'll talk to you later.